is here.
Hello, hello.
Oh, man. Okay, hold on. I have some. Thought I had light. Apparently I don't.
I did. I see the whole side of my head. Look at this, Jordan. Got hot. Get rid of it. Hello, hello, offering boogie boogie. You're talking to me? Thank you. I got new dip powder in, so I've been doing my own dip now. And it's fantastic.
All right, all right. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. So excited. I'm sorry. There may be more yelling today. I'm just not going to lie. Yeah. I'm very excited.
I'm getting compliments in the chat, and I'm living for it.
Ooh, fancy schmancy.
Y'all, I spent like 9 hours at work today by myself with like 11 children in a mask, and I'm dead. Jordan wants to know what you're snacking on, Jackie.
It is called a cauliflower quick cup. It's basically like cauliflower and curry, more or less, with veggies.
That's awesome. I have homemade kombucha. That's what I'm sipping.
Sweet action. Okay. So, let's see here.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. So, okay. This week has been awesome.
This week has been insane.
Blown away because, let me just tell you, I don't know if I even told you, Sam, the final number of people who came to our camp. Well,
I don't think you did.
I should say the number of people who registered for our camp, like registered, paid for our camp. This wasn't like in the lives every single day because not everybody could come to the lives at the times we had them. But are you ready to know how many people came to camp?
How many?
908. I know, right? That's what I was like. What? There's no
That is something you believe when we broke 900 tickets.
I could not believe it either. We were discussing this, and I was like, well, how do we like do this whole virtual camp thing? Because part of the reason we do the summer camp, obviously, is to bring affordable color art education to everybody, but it also makes money that we use for our winter guard. And we were like so worried about our budget for next year for winter guard. We were like, okay, so no costumes next year. We're gonna have to reuse some old flags, and we're gonna have to wear like t-shirts for costumes, and that's
we're just gonna do color guard naked and put our clothes on the flagpole.
No, none of that. No, naked. We were close enough to naked this year as it was, with all those comments saying they thought our dresses were nude. They thought we were naked when we were wearing the dresses. I say we. I was not wearing the dresses. Y'all were.
Because all of our titties were just that shiny.
I know. I was like, there are sequins. Like, did you think we just glued sequins to our body? I don't know. Oikida, to the fame. That's going to be our costume. Anyways, luckily for you guys, oh my gosh, thank you so much for everybody who came to our virtual camp, because now we can afford to clothe our students for the winter guard this year.
Without charging us like $1,200 a piece.
Yes, exactly. So that's one of the things is like, technically I could at any point we could supplement our budget with like huge member fees, but that's what I absolutely do not want to do. So yes, costume is sequin pasties, and that's it. That would be a very, very inexpensive costume to do.
Sequin pasties are kind of expensive.
Are they as expensive as those sequin dresses were?
No.
Oh, Pickle, I can hear you purring. So thank you, everybody who came again. And thank you, all of our instructors. I don't know if we've got any of our instructors here in the chat. for our live stream. But thank you so much. You guys, honestly, we have the best instructors in the world. I'm not even kidding right now, because thanks to like Robert Jordan, who came out, and like this was his first time doing anything with us at all. Angie Mayhew, same situation. Then of course we had some of our normal camp staff. We had Hawken coming in, which Hawken is awesome. You guys, Hawken's class sold out. Like,
that's incredible. Like, out of everybody that we had Angie, and we had Robert Jordan, and we had so many people, and Hawken's class sold out. Nothing against Hawken. Like, I love Hawken. He's an incredible teacher, and I love taking Saber from him. And I'm just like, his class sold out over like Robert Jordan's and Angie's. And I was like, holy crap, I'm so proud of him.
To be fair, Robert's got close.
Yeah.
It did get very close. And yes, Hawkins' class was very amazing. If you guys had been keeping your eye on our store, to tell you how amazing Hawkins' class was, when I downloaded the video so that I could make the so I could put it up for sale on the store, I couldn't put it up because the file was too big, because there were so many people. So I had to go through this whole like situation of making the file smaller and compressing it and stuff. So anyway, it is there now. I got it done, and it is up in the store now. So yes, that was intermediate flag. It took forever and ever. Thank you, Lollipops and Cupcakes. I'm glad you enjoyed Hawkins' class too. What pole size Robert used? I'm pretty sure it was a 6-foot pole. I don't think he had a smaller one for any reason. So.
Yeah, and I just want to give a big thank you to everybody who came to my class. I have taught clinics before, but I've never gotten to teach at the summer camp, and this was my first time getting to teach. So thank you all for everybody who came to my class. I taught beginning dance and off-brand Oogie Boogie. We are about to talk to you about what you can do since you couldn't make it. But yeah, I just wanted to like give a shout out. You guys were really awesome, and it is so different teaching via video chat versus like, and we're going to get into this later, but it's so different teaching via video chat versus like one-on-one on video chat like I've done before, or like even in person. But yeah, so I just want to thank all of you that have like bared with us like getting through this. So you guys are awesome. Thanks so much for coming out. Thank you so much, Lollipops and Cupcakes. I'm so glad you had a good time.
I will say we had a really good time in advanced Airblade class just now, like an hour ago too. We ended up going like 15 minutes over. So as good as I look right now, this is like my sweat covered glory from the Airblade class. So okay, what if you couldn't participate? So we have a lot of people who are saying like they're sad they couldn't participate. I had somebody who was on vacation and couldn't come, how all these stuff, but there is a way you can still participate. Go to our website, first of all. It's spintronixguard.org. This is what the front page looks like. Isn't it beautiful? I just want you to know I designed the website myself. It is not a template or anything. This was a lot of hard work. That's why it hasn't changed in like 6 years. And then there's like this little hamburger menu on the top corner. Click on that. And then there's like our whole menu. And you can get to so many different things, including our other social media channels if you want to follow us on all of our social media. But anyway, there's a store option down here. I need to not eat curry while I'm like doing the live anymore.
I'll do it.
There's 3 different things under the store, okay? There's the made-to-order, the in-stock, and the masks. The made-to-order store, that's our Teespring store. That's where you get, like, your T-shirts and the camp T-shirts, the virtual camp T-shirts. They're in the made-to-order store because those are made to be, like, sent to you individually. And then our in-stock store has the classes in it. Masks. Guys, if you want a mask that says Spintronix on it, go buy a mask. I just want you to know we're in a competition. Who are we in a competition with? I didn't even tell you this, Sam. We're in a competition for how many masks we can sell.
I think you mentioned it when I was like getting ready to go to bed or something.
Probably. I want to say we're in a competition with Boston Crusaders, but I can't remember off the top of my head. Right?
So, in case you guys don't know, Jackie and I talk literally every single day. And we have not talked, like, we've talked like maybe 2 days this week. And
I've been
so
busy.
I'm so out of the loop because we just haven't spoken to each other. But yes, get your stickers.
Yes,
Also,
stickers are up there.
go buy your camp t-shirts. If you loved this and you don't normally get to come to our virtual or to our in-person summer camp because you're too far away, you can't afford it, whatever, go get your camp shirt, because now you can go get one and be like, I did Spintronix Virtual Summer Camp. I'm like, this is my camp shirt. It's not. It's my Pride shirt from last year. But go get your camp shirt. Mine's on the way. And I'm so very excited to wear it. Like, let the whole world know that you got in on Spintronix. And I will tell you, for my friends out there, because we're trying to support, small businesses, individual artists, flag giveaways towards the end, my man. Thanks for asking. Or my woman, whoever you are, my person, flag giveaways towards the end. But if you go and you buy those replays, I still get paid from that. If you go and you buy my replay, if you go and buy Hawkins' replay, he gets paid from that. We keep getting paid the more you buy it, and it's really nice because my hours have been cut a whole bunch, and I like to make money in a pandemic, so.
Okay, so the masks thing there. We are in competition. We have 2 competitors with us. Crossman, not Boston, Crossman, Drum and Bugle Corps, and Amp Winterguard. So
who's Amp?
AMP. They did the vampire show. I know you've seen it. Where they climbed up out of the coffins. It was last year they did the vampire show. They climbed up out of the coffins and threw their rifles and jumped over their coffins and stuff. It was amazing.
I'm so bad at keeping up in the color guard world.
I will send you their show. Actually, since we're thinking about it right now, somebody send Amp's vampire show to Sam so that Sam can see this. Okay, so anyways, we're in competition with Crossman and Amp. And Crossman is winning right now. We are really far behind. So just so you know. So buy masks. Anyways, back on track.
You can't have too many.
Hit the in stock button there. And it'll load. This is what it looks like. There's no picture on the Airblade class ones yet. I just put the Airblade class ones up, and I don't have pictures for them yet. So anyway, every single class we had all week is here. All you got to do is click on it, and you can buy it. And load more. I have to hit load more. Keep going. So if you missed any classes, and you're like, oh, I wish I could have taken them. Leadership was a huge one. A lot of people wanted to be in that leadership class. My flag design class. And this one, here's Sam's dance class. And so aside from that, anything else that's in our in-stock store, is literally stuff that's in my house right now. So the lanyard, I have the lanyards. They're over there.
Thank you. I got the link. I just saw it. Thanks. Our followers are coming in blood.
Our followers are the best. Enthusiasts are the best. So anyway, we have patches. We have books. Oh, hey, that's the book I wrote. BT Dubs, if you want to buy it. It's in our store. These are some old costumes we used. I still have them if you want to buy them. They're there. Patches. Anyways, so that's our store. Go buy stuff. And go buy the classes like Sam was talking about before. Because
you know you want that choreo.
This is true. This is very, very true. Oh my gosh. I'm putting the curry aside. I'm just going to drink water now.
Good plan.
Out of my Macy's cup.
Alrighty. So let's chat a little bit about what color guard is looking like this year. So we've gotten all pumped. We have all done virtual classes at this point. We have done virtual camps and clinics. A lot of us have done virtual auditions. Things are looking a lot different. Some school districts are trying not to come back. I know the school district I worked for is coming back, but they're giving students an option of parents rather, an option of letting their students do only online classes versus coming in person. And our marching band has changed so much this season, and I figure it'll probably be this way for the next year, this year plus next year. maybe things will go back to some semblance of normal, whatever the heck that is, in like 2 or 3 years from now. But things are really different. So let's chat about that because it's yeah.
So we've got a couple. What state? Can you guys tell us what states you're into when you talk about them being canceled?
Because we're in Missouri, and I know a little bit about Michigan's affairs because our choreographer is from Michigan, and we chatted yesterday. So
Yeah.
tell us like what state you are that your fall things have been canceled.
I heard a lot. I mean, a lot of our staff comes from Florida, obviously, and like our Florida, a lot of stuff has been canceled in Florida. I heard at least one of the Texas circuits has canceled. Washington State, okay, Washington State looks like it's canceled. Sorry. Yeah, it's so crazy. In Missouri, there is a list of things that have been canceled. There's only like 2 or 3 competitions that have been canceled so far in Missouri. Colorado, oh yes, Colorado shut down. I didn't hear about that one. California's going to be on. What kind of changes? So we talk about what kind of changes we're going to be seeing. Obviously, I've heard there's going to be masks. New York high school marching bands are canceled. Okay.
So I can, because I work for a band, I can kind of talk a little bit about what's happening with us. But you guys keep telling us in the comments, keep dropping it in the comments, like what things are looking like if things are canceled, if things are happening, but changes are coming. Let us know, please, because we're interested. We want to know about your lives and like what's happening in your own world.
Absolutely.
And if you haven't been told anything, tell us where you haven't been told anything. Like, we're curious. But I work in Columbia, Missouri, for CPS, Columbia Public Schools, and Columbia passed a mask ordinance which went into effect 16 minutes ago at 5 p.m., where, and of course CPS was already requiring masks for all teachers and students. Columbia passed the mask ordinance that is in effect for everywhere in public.
Springfield also just passed that, by the way.
Ours is good for 90 days with an option to renew on October 8th, and I can honestly see it being rescheduled or extended. Okay, things are up in the air for Dublin. And so for marching band, even before the mask ordinance, I would be required to wear a mask. All of our rehearsals are going to be attempted to be held outside. And I will say, my marching band, the kids I work for, it's all volunteer this year, so nothing is for a grade. We can't require them to come to everything. Of course, there's an encouragement, like, this is our team. But everything is completely volunteer, and our show got cut from like our normal like 9-minute show to a 4.5-minute show, and we have 24 sets. So it's like 3 really short movements that are about a minute apiece. And so even before the mask ordinance passed, I would be required to wear a mask. The kids would be required to wear a mask indoors when less than 6 feet apart. I'm being asked by my band director to try to keep things low cardio so we're not breathing really heavy on each other. And so I've like had to ask my kids, hey, please work out at home because this isn't something that we can do. Because in the past we have like taken our afternoon block indoors and done workouts together and done yoga together and stretched and gotten our bodies in shape. But we can't do that this year. And then with this mask ordinance, I know while learning drill, wind players aren't required to wear masks, but battery is going to be required to wear masks. Front ensembles required to wear masks.
It would be very difficult to play a wind instrument with a mask.
Yeah, but and I think I'm going to encourage color guard when we're not running back and forth to wear their masks. And we have choreography camp this coming week, and oh, I'm sorry. I'm like missed a whole bunch of comments while I'm talking.
Well, basically what they're saying, I've been kind of reading them. They have to like have 8-step intervals when they're indoors. They have to be in smaller groups that are 12 feet apart. More people. We wish more people would have taken this seriously in the beginning, and then band camp is broken down instead of being all together. So color guard has to go all 7 days. The drum line goes 2 days. Woodwind goes a day. Brass instruments go in a day. So basically it's all broken up. I heard a band director friend of mine in Virginia got in touch with me recently and said that they're kind of doing the same thing, and they're having like each section come in. Like this section comes in and learns their drill, and then like the next, like that afternoon, a different section comes in and learns their drill. And so it's going to be an interesting situation with that.
Yeah, I know currently with everything in our show, we're shooting for minimum 4-step intervals, closer to 6-step intervals, because I think 4 steps is getting close to our 6 feet minimum. I'm being asked to keep all my kids at least 10 feet apart if possible, because I only have 6 kids on the guard this year. But we are never doing, I don't want to say never. We have very few opportunities to do full ensemble, even with less than 100 kids in the band. So for band camp, it'll be me with just my kids, and we're coming in from 7 to 9, have a break for lunch, and then we come back and do like 12:30 to 2 or 2:30, something like that. And that's like our first week of band camp. And while the other groups are doing like, we come in the earliest at 7, other groups start at 8, and another group starts at 8:30. And we're in all different parts. And so we're trying to keep kids out of the building. Even bathrooms are at half capacity. The bathroom situation is going to be wild.
Gosh,
I don't
sure.
know. Like,
because the amount of cleaning that's going to have to go into each bathroom after somebody uses it. It's going to be nuts. Tennessee won't allow out-of-state travel. Bus travel can only have 13 people to a bus. Is that like for regular routes too in Tennessee? 10 people per room. Drill would, yeah, this sounds like this is, honestly, there's so many places where stuff like this is happening. It's making me wonder if they're not just going to go through and say, okay, cancel all of it, because, I mean, what do you do? How do you operate in that situation?
I don't know. I know CPS is working under, if somebody in like a sports team or a club or something were to catch COVID, they would, like the health department would come in and they would look and see, like, has this person had contact with other people? And if they hadn't really been in that close of contact, like one person in the guard joined, but the guard hadn't really been with the band, then like the guard would be shut down for 14 days, but the rest of the band would be allowed. But like if a person had repeated contact throughout the entire group, then they'd like shut the group down, or even potentially shut the school down, but that would be on a school by school basis because we have like 30 schools in our district. So it just really depends on different places. Like, it's insane. Our choreographer is going to try to get us choreography. But I'm also just kind of like, we'll see what happens. Guys, I just really encourage you to be safe. Don't go to the store if you have to. If you don't have to, if you can do curbside pickup anywhere, do it. Like, yeah, I've been going to work, but also I do curbside pickup at all of my favorite restaurants. When I eat from restaurants, I never go inside and I eat at them. I wanted a book from the library, so I put it on hold and they come and put it in the backseat of my car. Like, I don't need to expose people to me. They don't need to expose themselves to me either. So, like, take precautions, be safe, wear masks, wash your hands, try not to touch your face. I've been home for a while, so I have been thoroughly disinfected. I came and scrubbed and changed clothes. But yeah,
I've been in quarantine for the last like while, so I've been here. I've been here. Actually, tomorrow, Saturday, it's kind of crazy. Saturday is my last day that I can't go anywhere. So I did get a contact trace. So I got a phone call and they're like, you have to stay home because you were exposed to somebody potentially. You have to stay home and hopefully you don't show any symptoms. And so I've had to stay home this whole time. And I was like, well, at least it's virtual camp week, so I'm not going to come into any like real life contact with people in like here in the real world. It'll all be online. So that is a plus to all of this.
Yeah. I have been lucky enough to not really be in contact with anyone that has had it, but I'm also like just trying to be cautious because it really worries me. I work with a lot of at-risk groups. I work with kids that have infant siblings that live with their grandparents who are elderly. I have a lot of students actually that have asthma. And so just every precaution that I can take protects another person. And I don't know what I would do if somebody that I cared that much about, because my students mean the world to me, and I don't know what I would do if I caused somebody else bodily harm in that way. So really, like, protect yourself, but also remember that you are protecting other people. And yeah.
Buy a mask. Buy a Spintronix mask.
Yep, wear your mask, wash your hands.
I feel like here in New York, our cases are going down a lot compared to where you are. Yes. Yeah, actually, I think in New York, it is going down versus like Missouri, it's starting to just, they said that the Missouri peak was supposed to have happened in May, and we've actually gone up since the end of May, which is what was supposed to be our peak. So I think our precautions worked for a little while, and then people decided, well, yeah, they released too early. They decided that, okay, we're fine now. We've followed all the precautions and we're fine. And they just released us. So yeah, they should not have done that probably. But
yeah, definitely
it's done,
not.
sadly.
Yeah. And so do what you can. Like, I canceled my wedding because I don't want to put my friends and family at risk.
Yeah.
So
if Sam can cancel their wedding, y'all can cancel whatever else the heck you got going on in your lives. I'm sorry.
yeah. I canceled my wedding just because I was hoping things would be good by August, but it's the middle of July and things are not good. And so I'm just going to go to the courthouse and I'm going to sign some papers, and then hopefully next year on my anniversary, we saved our reservation and hopefully we can just have a party. Even if it's just like a handful of friends and family. Like, not that our wedding was going to be huge. It was going to be like 50 people, 60 people tops, but that's still like way too many. So, so yeah, like, take care of yourself. If you live with your parents, encourage your parents to be safe. I had a real heart-to-heart with my mom, and I called her out, and I was like, there's no reason. Like, you need to be safe. You need to protect the people around you. So, yeah, definitely. Because this is something that I'm on a rock band and we're playing from trucks like a parade. We can still play for people. I love that.
That's
I think
so
that's
cool.
You guys are wonderful. Yeah. No, that's awesome. But yeah, protect yourself, protect other people, because just like color guard is a team sport, so is surviving a pandemic, and we're all in this together.
Surviving a pandemic is a team sport. I love that. I love that so much.
Alrighty.
What I'm doing at the moment is I'm going through all the registrations, and basically everybody who's registered, I'm giving you numbers according to how many tickets you bought for camp. So like if you bought 5 tickets, you get 5 entries into the drawing. I know people are like kind of getting antsy about the drawing here. I'm just making sure you all understand how this is going to work. So however many tickets you bought, that's how many tickets you're going to, oh my gosh, you should put that on a mask. So the next mask we design is going to say, surviving a pandemic is a team sport. I love it.
This is my second most famous quote after "Gravity exists and that reason is color guard."
That is true. That is true. Where did I put that one? Is that on a shirt? It's on a video. I'm pretty sure.
It's on a video. I didn't even remember saying that, but my kids did, and then one of them found a video of me saying it, and I was like, I don't remember saying this.
Oh my gosh. This person bought a ticket to every single class that we had this week. That's awesome.
Wow.
I love you.
So I'm sure Jackie has her question box open, but Jackie's doing things. So why don't you drop questions if you have questions about anything in the world besides when the giveaway is happening. It will happen when Jackie finishes this. So if you have questions about anything in the whole world that you think I could answer, or maybe Jackie could pitch in a little bit, drop them in the comments box, and I'll answer your color guard questions. Just because, yeah, I wanna talk to you guys. I love talking to you all.
Honestly, you guys are the best followers in the whole world. Like, Spinthusiasts mean the world to me so much. You guys are phenomenal. Like, and,
You guys are wonderful.
this week has shown me that more than anything else I feel like I've ever experienced with color guard, because here we are so far away from each other and we're still doing this awesome thing. So
You can act like boomers can go out there being a boomer all they want, being like phone bad, but like this has really brought us together, and it would not be possible without technology. So I have no questions, but how are y'all doing? I'm tired. I just like cried on a live stream a little bit, and I don't do that kind of stuff. I don't like crying in front of people. That's dumb. But I just worked like almost 9 hours. I'm exhausted. I just want to, but Andrew's not here.
okay, here's one. Oh, I can't wait, what? I can receive questions, I just can't show them on the screen. Oh, it's because we have a fundraiser running. What? How do we have a fundraiser running? I did not set up a fundraiser. I'm sorry, guys. But I mean, if you want to give us money, I am never against that, ever. Okay.
Yeah, like give us money so you can give us money and get things for the money. So like go buy stuff.
Does the person have to be in the live to win? No, you do not, because I have everyone's contact information thanks to the registration, since it's only people who registered who are allowed to be drawn from. You do not have to be present in the live to win. I will contact you if you win. And so if you have something else you got to go do, by all means, go do it. I will not be offended in any way, shape, or form. Let's see, what do we got here? What's our least favorite skill to teach?
Thumb flips.
Oh, really?
On anything. Because kids will always, without fail, let me grab a pen. Kids will always, without fail. That's not how you do a thumb flip. You just let it rotate, and they'll be like, you mean like that? No, that's not. They always just like, too much. That is the one skill that kids always, always, always do way too much on. And I'm like, just chill. Just take it slow. It just rotates, and then you just re-grab your fingers. It's like if you're sitting here and you're like that sassy, like, I'm not done yet. That's just all you do with your hands. I hate teaching thumb flips.
I think for me, it's 45s, which is weird because I used to really love teaching 45s. And I think I've just had enough people, like what you're saying about the thumb flip thing. I've had enough people who just have such a hard time getting it that I'm like, okay, look, it's not that hard. Like, figure it out. But I think that's the thing that frustrates me the most. I do it, obviously. I'm going to teach it. But I think that's my one that I'm just kind of like, somebody else can teach that.
I used to hate teaching 45 so much, but I figured out a method to the madness, and now like they're not that bad. So I just like go through my like 10-step program of teaching 45s. We had a question in the comments I want to talk about.
That one, I was just about to pull that one up in the questions too.
Okay.
Same question.
Cool.
The one about the how do we see guard going forward as with the pandemic?
I'm going to be honest. I do not see guard returning to what we think of as normal. Excuse me. Within the next 3 years. I really think it's going to be like, because just basing things off of like what we have seen from like pandemics and history, because when I was in college, I got really into like medical anthropology and epidemiology, and one of my professors who was also like the chair head of my department was an epidemiologist who studied the 1918 flu specifically. And so we learned about that very specifically in the classes I took with her, because I had multiple. And just based off of like what we saw like then, and even with pandemics before then, and what we've seen, like, I think it will be like 3 years minimum before things get back to where we think of normal. But there will be changes in the future that we are going to see regardless. And that will become the new normal. One of them, I hope that becomes the new normal, is staying home when you're sick. There is this culture in guard and in there's this culture in color guard and WGI and drum corps about being so hardcore and you pushing through injuries. A guy I spun with my year on Ionic told about one of his drum majors had tore his hip flexor during spring training in a drum corps and didn't tell anyone, and at like 23 years old walks with a limp and can't run anymore because he pushed himself so hard through that. And I think there is going to be more of a culture shift toward, if you are hurt, if you are sick, take time away. Your body needs that to heal, because right now we're in a spot where you don't take that time, you push through the pain, and that is not always a good thing. I pushed through the pain on a couple of injuries, and I have severe tendonitis in my foot, like 3 years after I fell down a flight of stairs and sprained my foot. Like, I have tendonitis to the point I can't walk some days. And I think we're going to
if
see
you want
culture.
to talk about I broke my shoulder 14 years ago now, and it still gives me issues because I didn't take any time away from it. I went right into fall guard from that. I went right into winter guard. Like, there was so it still gives me issues to this day. And here we are 14 years later, and my shoulder is healed up, so to speak.
I also think that we're going to see, I don't know how widespread this is going to be, but I think it will be more widespread than it was pre-pandemic, but people wearing masks when they are sick, even with just a cold. My fiance was talking about how, we haven't seen people, and when we've seen people, we've all been wearing masks. I haven't gotten a cold this spring. I haven't gotten even just like a normal cough for a couple of days and I'm good. He's like, I haven't gotten sick at all. And you know what? I haven't gotten sick at all either. And it's because people have stayed home when they're sick with any kind of illness, and people wear masks out in public, which does protect you. And so I hope that we see that as a positive trend in the future. Like, even if you just have something little, even if it's just normal, seasonal cold, people wear masks and they stay home because other people don't want to get that. And I think that's going to be something, it's not going to be as widespread as maybe it is in Japan, but it's going to be much more widespread than it ever was as a part of American culture previously. So those are the two big things I think we're going to see. And I think going forward in the future to guard, that translates to more teaching via video. I know this last season, we really only took videos of choreography. We hit a couple of times before we stopped, before rehearsal ended. And then we would have videos of full runs. But I think there's going to be more teaching via video, sending videos.
Teaching, yeah.
Yeah, more instructors breaking it down via video, so they before you come to rehearsal, so you can have it to give to people that can't be there for other reasons, for people that are sick and out. And I just think more personal responsibility for those kinds of things, because right now, I think those are some big changes we're going to see going forward. And I really hope those are all positive changes. I think they will be. So, yeah. Is there anything else you want to add, Jackie?
1 second. Yeah. So I think the video thing, and I think our reliance on technology is going to get better. I actually look at that as a positive to this whole pandemic and this cancel culture thing that's going on. I look at it as we're now going to rely more on technology the way we probably should have been for a while now. And people who were refusing to learn technology are going to be basically pushed into the future and hey, okay, now it's time to learn technology. It's kind of funny because my dad, God love my dad, he's my dad. He's a boomer. Don't get me wrong there. He definitely is. Still has a flip phone, and it's funny to me because growing up, he was kind of on the cusp of technology. He had a car phone before anybody else did. He had a bag phone before cell phones were a thing. He had a bag phone, this huge phone he carried around in a bag on his shoulder, and he was so proud of himself. He had a camera. He had a video camera that was this big and would have to sit on your shoulder and use VHS tapes, full-size VHS tapes, back when people did not have that kind of stuff. And he was always yeah, I'm on the cusp of technology. But then he got to a point where he was just nah, I don't really want to learn new technology anymore. And I'm just kind of you need to keep learning. And I think that this pandemic has kind of helped people like him to now get inspired, I guess, again, to learn about that kind of stuff. I know for me, I was having a hard time with some of the new editing technologies and things, and this has given me a chance to like pause and learn some of that stuff. And even my dad, as much of a boomer as he is, he was like super impressed with how we put together the virtual camp. Like I would normally I tell him about like the videos we do online and things like that, and he's just like, okay, whatever. What's your actual job gonna be though? What are you actually doing with your life? And I'm like, okay, but this is what I'm actually doing with my life. You know, my job aside, it's not just about that anymore. It's about more of this connecting with people worldwide and making sure everybody has access to everything that we're doing.
And not only that, but like so I have been taking classes from like a dance studio, and most of the ones I take at home, because I don't have like a bar or anything at home. So most of the things I've been taking at home are like stretch classes and stuff. And it is so freeing to be able to lay in my own living room floor and eat dumplings and scream at the top of my lungs while I'm trying to get my over splits. Like my feet are on yoga blocks and I'm trying to press my body down to the floor. And it is so freeing to be able to do that and not disturb any of the other students because they're on their own computers in their own homes while our teacher is in the studio by themselves. And that is so freeing. And I'm really hoping that there will be a continuation of like online classes for people that like, I don't know, maybe their favorite dance studio is 2 states away and they just had to move for work, but they still get to connect with those people there or things like that. And I think technology is really important for that because, like, yeah, I think it's awesome because I don't want to disturb other people by, like, grunting and groaning and moaning and just being like, oh, my God, I want to die right now.
I'm one of those terrible people who you don't want to sit in front of during, like, Winter Guard shows because I, like, comment on everything. I'm like, oh, my gosh, that was so good. Or, oh, man, I wish they would have caught that better. Like, I talk through the whole thing. It's actually really hard when I do the guard instructor reacts videos because I'm like, because I do want to talk and like there is a microphone option now. There didn't used to be a microphone option with TikTok to do those react videos. So I would just have to like sit there and be completely quiet and like make faces and things to like express myself.
This is an idea that I just had, and like somebody emailed WGI, somebody emailed MCCJ and all of our circuits, live streaming performances and selling virtual tickets to a live stream.
That they do that.
They do that now?
Yep. Well, it's through Flow Marching.
Oh,
so like,
well, okay. Okay. Well,
it's through Flow Marching. So if you do want to watch live stream performances, you can get a Flow Marching subscription. It is pricey, but if you really like keep up with Winter Guards and stuff, then that's going to be worth it to you.
but sometimes all you want to do is you just want to live stream one competition.
You can do that
like
too.
I would like to see on a okay.
Yeah, you're good. You can do that.
Okay. Oh.
I'm getting close to being done with this, by the way. I'm getting very close. How much time do we have? Oh, we're at 45 minutes, so we're gonna have to do that drawing pretty soon here.
Okay, are you almost done?
I'm very, very close.
Yeah, from New York. I love that. I think that's awesome. We actually had a couple of out-of-state students last year. One of them flew all the way from Texas, and I went and picked her up at the airport, and I thought that was awesome. But not everybody has that opportunity. So it's so awesome that, like, you all get to be here. Does anybody have any other questions for me? I'll answer it about anything. Jordan was asking earlier what kombucha is. It's fermented tea. This is black tea. But you can do it with green tea or hibiscus tea or, like, whatever the heck you want. I put a lot of lemon juice in this, so it kind of tastes like an Arnold Palmer, which is tea and lemonade. But, yeah.
I'm so close. I'm just like,
You got it.
I got this. I got this. I can do it. Basically, it didn't give me enough lines is all it did for how many people were came to camp. So once I get all of that, it will be fantastic. I'm sorry, guys. If I had realized this was going to take me this long, I would have done it pre-live stream.
Okay, so I don't really have a preference. I like if it has some floaters in it, like big strains of yeast. I really don't want them to be huge because I don't want to swallow what feels like a ramen noodle made out of yeast. That makes it sound disgusting, but that only happens on rare occasions. Like you'll see that in bottles on occasion. But if it's like little bitty pieces, I'll drink it. If it's big old pieces, I'll want to drink that. Because I have the world's worst gag reflex. Like I'll be eating food and gag for no reason. My body's just like, it's not time to do this now. We're gonna spit up food because we can. I'm like a baby. But like I like my kombucha with like all my probiotics and my live cultures, and I started making it because like why not? It's really easy. It's a really, really easy. Like Scobies are kind of gross, but also they're kind of really cool. They're kind of just like big jelly pads. I don't know. I think it's cool. Yeah.
What's your go-to order at Subway?
Oh, I didn't see that. Oh, is that in your questions?
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't eat Subway a whole lot because we have better sandwich shops, but if I do, if they have the veggie patty, sweet. If they don't, whatever. Pepper jack cheese, spinach, tomatoes, onions, cucumbers, banana peppers, maybe jalapenos if I'm feeling spicy, pepper, and mayo. And that's my Subway order. What about you, Jackie?
Jalapenos, yuck.
Mm-hmm. Yum. That's like a vegetarian thing. Like, everything vegetarian is spicy, so you just get used to it.
I guess so, man. I guess I would not survive as a vegetarian because I cannot handle spice at all. You saw me coughing at that curry, and that wasn't even spicy. That was just, like, seasoned.
That's funny.
I don't know. I really like to do a nice chicken. Teriyaki chicken's real good.
Ooh, those were real good.
But yeah, I get almost all the veggies. I don't like jalapenos. I don't really care for raw onions.
Oh man, so good. Yeah, vegans and that spicy stuff. I feel you. I went to this, this is totally off topic, but I went to this vegan restaurant in Omaha, Nebraska, and it's called Modern Love. And Andrew and I, for like an appetizer, got a plate of Satan wings. Like SEITAN. And they were like hella spicy. They were so good. Like Satan wings are so good. I love making Satan from scratch and doing stuff like that with it. But yes, Modern Love, 10 out of 10.
You say Satan wings, and I'm just like, are those like devil wings?
I've like Satan shrimp before. To do like what would you call that? Oh, like a shrimp and grits type thing.
Ooh, I like shrimp and grits.
I have grits in my fridge right now. Oh, they're so good. I made homemade corn tortillas from scratch. We got some field roast chorizo. You know what? If you can't do spicy, that is okay. 24601 guard kid, because it took me a lot of years to get to this point.
Off-brand Oogie Boogie tried to make Satan before.
It's difficult. You have to like get the right like water to like whatever else you're doing ratio. But I've kind of gotten it at this point. If you DM'd me, I'll DM you some of my favorite recipes. I made Satan bacon. I love bologna, like the lunch meat, and I made a Satan bologna once. Tasted identical to the real thing. So good.
I remember you posting pictures of that.
Yeah, because Andrew tasted it and had real bologna in the fridge and compared the two and said that they were identical. So,
Nice.
Vegetables. Oh, so I didn't like vegetables, but this is something I think Ted told me once, and I was like, "You right." You got to get vegetables on a Subway sandwich because they're free, and that gives you like 10 times the food that you were originally getting.
Right.
And like a Subway sandwich goes so much further if you put lots of vegetables on it.
Yep.
City O City, and it's a full veggie restaurant, and they're the only restaurant that I've found without spicy. Real vegetarian restaurants are that way. That's how we have the main squeeze here in Columbia. That's how they are. They have some spicy stuff, but they also have like just a lot of good stuff, and it's fantastic. You almost done, Jackie?
I am so close. Oh my gosh, this is taking forever. There has to be an easier way. I'm very close, but also very far, I feel like. But I'm
so
close.
sorry.
It's okay. If I had known how hard this was going to be, I would have let you do it.
After I worked 9 hours today.
I'm kidding. I would not do that to you, Sam. I would not do that to you. I am mean, but I'm not that mean.
Jackie's the one dropping the ball.
It is. It's me. It's my fault that we're not doing the giveaway yet. We're supposed to start. Okay, so there's 2 things we're giving away. Let's talk about the giveaway. So there's 2 things we're giving away.
We're giving away a flag.
We're giving away this flag right here.
That is Jackie's leaf flag. And we are also giving away a signed copy of Jackie's book, which is basically how to be a color guard instructor.
Yes.
And it was signed by Jackie herself. She wrote it.
I actually talked to one of the instructors who came to our virtual camp today, and she said she is actually going to request this book to be their book because they have a color guard class at their school, and like she gets a textbook budget, and they were going to request my book to be their textbook. What are you doing back there, Sasha? Oh, hey. Poor puppy.
So if you came to any of the classes at camp, at least one of them, any of them, you are automatically entered to get the flag. You are only entered to the book if you signed up for the leadership class, right?
Well, I don't have a way to differentiate, so I figure we'll just
Never mind.
Go ahead and
it's $30 for the book, right?
Yes, it's $30. It's in our online store. Are you okay, baby?
No. Okay, you were automatically entered to get either the flag or the book for whatever classes you take. You keep doing it. I'll talk. Okay. So if you came to one class, you get entered once. If you came to 5 classes, you get entered 5 times. If you came to all the classes, you get entered like 13 times or however many it was. It was probably more than that.
19. So there was 19 classes.
You get entered 19 times. So, and you don't have to be here to win this. It's not going to be like the last giveaway we did for our rifles. Because Jackie,
I already have your information. Yeah.
From your registration. So, it will be like, we'll call your name and then she will email you about it. And yeah, it'll be awesome. But yeah, the flag is one that Joe made.
Yeah, Joe did. He like drew it up. I don't even know how he did it from my videos.
And then the book is all about how to color guard and how to teach color guard and how to be a color guard and all that good jazz.
Okay, I have 2 left.
Oh, heck yeah. You got it, Jackie.
We can do this. We're at 55 minutes. Oh, hurrying. I'm hurrying.
Just so you guys know, when Jackie asked me to draw up an outline for this, we were supposed to end at 45 minutes, maybe like 50 minutes tops.
Yeah.
Oh, he found a box. You cannot fit in that box, buddy. You too big. You know what? I'll bring the cat back.
Okay, one more. I have one more.
Oh, you were getting lots of hearts for the kitty. This is Pickle. He's my fiance's cat. but I'm his stepmom, and it's okay because I love him like a real mom would.
I love that.
He is a big boy. He is 15 pounds, but he is very much at the correct weight because he's just a very tall, long cat. Like, look at that. I have to scoot back. He is 3 feet from toe to toe when measured like this. And he loves belly rubs. And he loves snuggles. He loves snuggling, especially if you have a big old blanket on top of you. He'll come and lay on top of the soft blanket and make biscuits, like when they need. And he's really angry right now because he just wants to go somewhere else, but I'm holding him captive.
All right.
And also he went to the vet, and he had ear mites, and so I have to turn him into a burrito, and I have to put drops in his ear, and he hates me. But that's okay because he hates ear mites more.
Okay, we have 3 minutes left. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready. Let's do the giveaway. Thanks for everybody who stuck around this long.
Hey Siri, choose a random number from 1 to 908.
A random number between 1 and 908 is 611.
Oh my gosh, I just like my page is like right on 611. That's so
I love that.
weird. Are you
Can
ready
you tell
for
us who
this?
611 is? Let's do it.
611 is going to win this beautiful flag. So the flag is going to number 611. It is Jackie Espino. I remember seeing Jackie in multiple, or in one class in particular. What class was it? I saw her in. I want to say it was like rifle class or something. Maybe I'm crazy. I don't know. So Jackie Espino, if you're here, say hi in the comments.
Otherwise, we'll email you so that you can get your new flag that you just won. Congratulations, Jackie.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and highlight this one so I don't forget. And then we're going to have to do it one more time, and I have 1 minute and a half remaining. Okay. Hey, Siri, choose a random number between 1 and 908.
A random number between 1 and 908 is 442.
442. Oh my gosh, where is that? Ready? 442 is Karin Strohmeyer. Karin, you get a copy of my book. I'm going to send this to you. So, I do need addresses. So I guess I'm going to contact them. But at least I have email addresses, and I will get in touch with everybody. So, Karin, thank you so much. Thank you, everyone who came, and I love you all. This is about to kick us out. So have a great night, and we'll see you next week with our normal. We'll get back to normal starting on Monday with our YouTube videos, and then we'll do the live on Thursday and everything else just like normal. So bye, guys. Thanks for coming. Mwah, mwah. You're awesome. Thank you so much for coming and making our classes so fun. This has been so great. I definitely want to do it again at some point. And I love you all. You're wonderful.
You guys are so great. Maybe we'll get to see you in person soon.